Hey y'all, I'm sitting here with my dad today, and as y'all see on my previous stuff on my pages, I tend to interview people and ask them a few questions about their life, so you can hear what they hear from the person, from their perspective, how they felt about things. And I encourage people to talk to your people who were here before you, because you might learn something. One person told me, "How can you tell me about this street or this city when I was here before you?" Let the world know, who am I talking with today?
Talking with Rudy Gibson Jr.
Oh, okay. Where, Mr. Gibson, where are you originally from?
Originally, I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana,
Uh-huh.
but I was raised in a small town called Hammond, Louisiana.
Uh-huh.
I had 5 sisters and 1 brother.
Oh, okay.
Total of 7 children in the household with my mother and father.
Uh-huh.
And we went to school in an all segregated school.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing about that, it taught me how to adjust to people.
Uh-huh.
And in the summertime, the older kids, myself, my sisters, and my brother, we all picked strawberries in the summertime.
Mm.
And that money that we made picking strawberries, we gave to mom and them, and that money basically went towards buying us our school clothes for the following school year.
Oh, okay.
And after that little bit of money, I think we got maybe 50 cents or $1 for the whole week for ourselves,
Uh-huh.
to spend ourselves to go to the grocery store and buy whatever you wanted to buy. That was hard work.
I picked strawberries when we lived in Oregon,
Yeah.
and that was not an easy job.
No, and it was different, but you learned a lot from
Uh-huh.
that. Let you know that family matters,
Uh-huh.
and that we all had to work together
Mm-hmm.
to make things work for us.
Okay.
And that was good. You know, and years we did that. But I was only about 13 or 14.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that point, my sister ended up going to California to live with my auntie.
I got a question, Dad.
Yeah.
So, what made your older sister Florence decide she wanted to go to California? What was the invitation? What made, I know your cousins were there before them, but what made people sought out to go to California?
Well, to be honest with you, I don't know why Florence. Uh, she went because she was talking with Aunt Myrtle and they were seeing how much better it would be for her economically wise.
Uh-huh.
Cause she could go there and go to school, and she ended up leaving Hammond and going to live in California with my aunt and uncle.
Mm-hmm.
But she was going to school, but she was working part time as a housekeeper with Aunt Myrtle,
Mm-hmm.
and she was making good money doing that. More money cleaning houses and stuff with Aunt Myrtle than my father was back in Louisiana.
And your father's job in Louisiana, you said he worked for Seals and Roebuck?
He worked for Sears Road,
And
right?
what was the main function over at Seals and Roebuck?
He was what they call a maintenance man.
Okay.
He did installation of air conditioning.
Mm-hmm.
He was a repairman.
Mm-hmm.
Repaired washers, dryers, and all type of things that Sears sold. He was in charge of fixing them when they broke down. And
Okay.
my dad could fix anything that basically broke down that applied to appliance and stuff.
Uh-huh.
And my good thing about it, my older sister Florence
Uh-huh.
is the same way. She could tear down a washing machine and put it back together and make it run like a Swiss watch.
Wow. Okay.
That girl, she could. I was so proud of her. See that she would tear it down, get all the parts together, put it back together. Say, damn girl.
Okay.
You know what you would say? Yeah, I watched that, and he taught us a lot.
Okay.
I said, wow.
So,
And that was mind blowing for me. I didn't realize that till I had got older that she was that good.
okay.
Yeah, what she needed to be because her husband wasn't all that.
Well, he wasn't,
good.
and he wasn't hands-on kind of person. I
Yeah,
can take it.
yeah, right, exactly. But she did did all those things. Bless her heart.
So,
You know.
growing up down south, what were some of the things that you experienced as a young child in the south? You said people thought you guys had money, but you said earlier in the conversation that it was seven of y'all. So, how much money could you have?
Yeah.
But you said that based on where you guys lived at on the main highway close into the Hammond, people thought you guys were uppity and had money, huh?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But they just don't know. Hey, we had to struggle just like everybody else.
Uh-huh.
We went to school and we had clean clothes, pressed in iron.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't go to school with wrinkled clothes.
Mm-hmm.
Shoes weren't shined and polished
Mm-hmm.
because uh, you left the house looking like somebody,
Mm-hmm.
looking like you had something, even though we didn't have anything, but we looked the part.
Uh-huh.
And everybody, that's where I think that interpretation came from.
Oh, okay.
Because my auntie lived next door to us, and she was a school teacher.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandmother lived across the street from us, but she was a widower. But we were the only three black families on that block.
Mm-hmm.
And further down the block, we had an auntie that lived down at the end of the block. She was a school teacher also.
Oh, okay.
She lived in a big brick house for
Mm-hmm.
Aunt Charlestine. Used to about cause you go by her house, the lawn was well manicured and
Mm-hmm.
everything. If you didn't know any better, you would think white folks lived there.
Okay.
And she was school teacher,
Mm-hmm.
but very good at her job. We, we would go by this. Well, me and my brother would go by there. Sometimes we would go to the grocery store for us.
Mm-hmm.
They would give us a dime, maybe 25 cents or something. And we had another auntie that stayed across the street from Aunt Clementine, from Aunt Charlotte, and Aunt B, and Aunt Sophie.
Mm-hmm.
They would call us all the time to go to the store for them, and they would let us charge maybe 10 or 25 cents uh, for just running the errand for them,
Mm-hmm.
going to the store and getting stuff for them.
So at that time, 10, 20 cents went a long way.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of money. Good
Okay.
money.
And this
Yeah.
was in the 50s, I'd
In
say.
the 50s.
Okay.
Yeah, late 50s, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, to put it in perspective, what would a hamburger cost you then at that time?
29 cents.
Oh, okay. All right.
But we'll save it, save that little bit of 10 cents, 25 cents,
Mm-hmm.
until it got to maybe a dollar.
Uh-huh.
And then you could buy something. Because
Okay.
Elliot was good at that. He would save his money on the bill and go to the store and buy a pack of cinnamon rolls.
Uh-huh.
And buy a whole pack, I think 2, 4, 6, about 6 or 8 in that packet. He would come home, he had cinnamon rolls.
Uh-huh.
And he would share them with us. Sometimes he would, sometimes he wouldn't.
Oh, okay.
But hey, he was a big guy at the house then because he had cinnamon rolls.
Oh, okay. You big time. Yeah, look at me. I got them. I'm gonna share with y'all.
Yeah. And that was good because Elliot loved to cook.
Mm-hmm.
He used to cook good cakes
Mm-hmm.
and what was it? Peach cobbler was a special. He used to cook that all the time.
Now, peach cobbler is kind of complex. That's not just open some peaches up and put them in. That's a skill level to make.
Yeah, you had to roll out the dough and everything and put it together. He was very good at this. Good cook.
Okay.
At that, But that was just how it was. On Sundays we would go to Sunday school.
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother across the street would call over the house to make sure that we were up and go to church on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Just one of those things. We would get dressed, go across the street to grandma's house, or the auntie would drive us all to church.
Mm-hmm.
To Sunday school on Sundays.
So back in that time, did the church play a major factor in the black families?
Oh yeah, every Sunday was one of those deals where you had to go to church.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday morning. If someone didn't want to go, try to pretend that you would sleep late.
Uh-huh.
Mom would wake, hey, you gotta go.
Gotta go.
Gotta go to church.
Get up, get ready, get dressed, get on the body.
And we got to go to Sunday school.
Uh-huh.
Because grandma and them waiting for you. Come on, get up. I don't care about no time had changed and you think you overslept and because you didn't want to go.
Uh-huh.
Hey, you gotta go.
We gotta go.
Get up and go. But I can remember that distinctly because Daddy loved baseball. They had a baseball team.
Mm-hmm.
And on Sundays they would play ball over at the ballpark.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times we would go with him because he would stop at the place where he would pick up the soda pop and stuff that they had to take to the park
Mm-hmm.
to sell that, and root beer, strawberry, orange, and in bottles.
Mm-hmm.
And we had to help him to load that stuff up in the back of the car and drive all that stuff over to the baseball field. And at the end of the game and everything, we were responsible for helping to make sure that we had all of the bottles back because they were being charged.
Oh, they require a deposit on the bottles?
Right, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so we had to get all the bottles back and this and that and put them all in the car and Daddy ended up taking them back over to the place where we had picked them up and everything, you know.
So was your dad real good at baseball?
Daddy was, I never saw Daddy play, but he was always coaching.
Oh, okay.
Grandpa, he always coached. He was coaching Little League back then,
Mm-hmm.
back in Louisiana, and when he got to California, he was doing Little League,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But he was always out there. I mean, every Sunday he would be out there at the ballpark,
Mm-hmm.
helping them to get set up, putting lines on the fields and doing stuff of the nature, and out there cutting the fields down, cutting the grass and everything, you know. He was just hands on it. He loved playing baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But I never saw him play
Okay.
myself, but I know he was always around the game, coaching and everything, you know.
Okay. Did you play baseball?
I played. Me and Elliot played. We played Little League.
Uh-huh.
I played first base because I was left-handed.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only place I could play is either first base or either out in the field someplace.
Mm-hmm.
And Daddy tried to make me into a pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't got no arm. I couldn't throw the ball that fast.
Uh-huh.
But I hit a lot of people.
Uh-huh. You hear a lot of people say, no throwing for you, no pitch for you. You hitting people. It's no good.
Right-handed batters I could do good with. Left-handed batters, you on the other side of the plate, hey, you're subject to getting hit.
Okay.
I was just no good at that, you know. Right-handed batter, I didn't have a problem with, but I didn't have no fastball, curveball, nothing like that.
Uh-huh.
So, I didn't have no arm to be no pitcher. But people figured because I was left-handed,
Uh-huh.
hey, he could be all right with it.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out. First base, I could deal with that. That was easy enough.
Uh-huh.
But back then, I had playing first base. You need a bigger mitt
Mm-hmm.
because I was left-handed and needed a right-hand glove. I had one of those old bulky gloves. I didn't have the one that you needed to really be playing on over there on first base with.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a struggle. But you know, like you always tell me, you adjust and adapt to what you got to deal with. And so it worked out, you know.
Okay.
A lot of times being up out there in the field.
Was you center field, right, left?
I was out there in left field.
Left field, okay.
Left field. Nothing hardly ever came my way.
Oh, okay.
Every now and then one would come out there and I would catch it. I ain't had no arm. I had enough arm just to get it back into the shortstop,
Uh-huh.
third base. But you know, I ain't no business playing no baseball. I ain't got no arm.
You got no arm.
I got no arm.
Uh-huh.
You know, but it was a lot of fun. You know,
Uh-huh.
enjoyed it. You know, got a chance to deal with the guys in the neighborhood because we had to walk over to the park every day for practice and games and so forth. You know, but it was fun. It was good. You know, 'cause I only did that when I was
Okay.
13.